All right, fifth graders, we're going to talk about multiplying mixed fractions, mixed numbers. We've done fraction by fractions, we've done fractions by whole numbers. This is our final step for algorithms, and then we'll just work on applying as we move along. So please title multiplying mixed numbers or fractions, whatever you prefer to call it, and we'll get into it. All right, one skill that we have to do this correctly is we got to change improper fractions, which is 23/6, to mixed fractions, which you know how to do from earlier this year, but just give you a little refresher. 23/6 means 23 divided by 6. If you do 23 divided by 6, you get 3, which is 18. Subtract with the remainder of 5. In the picture, you have 3 holes, and you see how there's 5, 6 there? That's why it equals 5, 6. So the 5 is your remainder, and then the 3 is your whole number. Okay? If you went the opposite direction, let's say we had 2 and 8/9, we would do 2 times 9, which is 18, and 18 plus 8, which is 26. And if you were to count these little tick marks on the ruler, it should equal 26/9. 1, 2, I think so. Otherwise, that ruler's messed up. But that's pretty much what it should be. So we're going to need that skill. All right. So just quick review here. If I have 4 1/3, maybe pause the video. Tell me what that equals. Should have done 4 times 3, which is 12 plus 1. You should have gotten 13/3. Okay. So what I want you to do is pause this video and try to solve this question. All right, I hope you did that. I'm guessing many of you got this as the answer. 2 1/4. Now let me ask you a question. I know how you got that. If you got 2 1/4, you probably did 2 times 1, and you did a half times a half. Here's my issue with this. So I'm not sure if this is a perfect example, but I don't think this is quite accurate. So if we did this with decimals, just to prove my point, 1 1/2 is 1.5, 2 1/2 is 2.5. Let's solve this. We learned how to do this already. Let's see if it equals 2.25. Maybe we'll get lucky. Remember, we're going to do 15 times 25 and then move the decimal couple. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. We have our magic 0. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. Add them together. 3, 7, 5. We have 2 at the decimal. Uh-oh. Those don't match. And this one is correct. That's for sure. So think about, why does this not work? Why can't I just do 2 times 1 and a half times a half? Well, think about what you did with decimals. You multiplied the half times the half. We did that, right? But you also multiplied the half times the 1. We did not multiply the half times the 1 as well. Then we multiplied the 2 times the half, which we did not do in that first situation. And we multiplied the 2 by the 1. We did do that part. So we only did half. That's why this doesn't work. So to avoid that issue, it goes back with my previous slide, we want to change these to improper fractions. That way everything gets multiplied by everything. So 1 1/2 is 3 halves. We did 1 times 2 plus 1. 2 1/2 multiplied 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5 halves. Now we can just multiply straight across. You get 15 over 4, sorry. There's no simplifying for this problem. And then to finish the problem, we're going to change it. 4 goes into 15 3 times with a remainder of 3. And look at this. Does 3 3/4 mean $3.75? Yes, it does. So this method works. It's pretty much basically everything you've been doing. You just one extra step. You gotta move it to an improper fraction, and then multiply straight across. Simplify if it's possible. Hope that made sense, but we're gonna do some more to practice. All right. So 5 1/2 times 1 1/5. Just to illustrate this again, I mean, it's always a good thing to estimate. This answer, 5 1/2 times 1 1/5, should probably be close to 6, would be my guess. Because this is a little bit more than 1. 5 1/2 times 1 would be 5 1/2. So I'm guessing the answer is going to be close to 6. And if you multiplied the way I showed you not to do, you would get 5 1/10. See how I got that? 5 times 1 and 1/2 times 1/5. That's not close to 6. Can't be right. All right, so we got to change them to improper. We're going to do 5 times 2 plus 1, which is 11. Denominator stays the same. 1 times 5 plus 1 is 6 over 5. Now, go back to what we did previous in the week. Can we swap these to make our problem a little bit easier? The answer is yes. Get 6 over 2, 11 over 5. What does 6 over 2 become? It becomes 3 over 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Times 11 over 5. Now we can multiply 33 over 5. Final step, we change it back to a mixed number. What's 33 divided by 5? It is 6 with a remainder of 3. See, I said the answer would be close to 6. Pretty close, I guess. Maybe closer to 7. But it certainly was not 5 1/10. All right. On the left, I have the steps, and I have a big warning for you in yellow. So here's a situation where this is really the only mistake I see a lot of students make, is they like the simplifying trick, and they'll swap these because 2/4 is a half before they change to improper fractions. You cannot do that. That won't work. We need to change it to improper fractions first. So don't swap numerators before changing to improper fractions. You have been warned. Okay. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. 2 times 5 is 12 plus 2 is 14 again. That was not on purpose. But I did give you pretty nice numbers here. I hope you realize that. Are we going to do 15 times 14? No. We're going to swap these, and you're going to get 14 over 4 times 15 over 5. 14 over 4. What goes into both those numbers? They're even. If they're even, divide by 2. It's 7 over 2. What goes into 15 and 5? Hopefully you said 5. Which means you can divide by 5 and you get 3 over 1. Now we can multiply. 21 over 2. Last step, change it to a mixed fraction. 21 divided by 2 is 10 and a half. Hope that's all making sense. Once again, you can estimate to check. 3 3/4 is almost 4. This is almost 2 1/2. 4 times 2 is 8. Half of 4 is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. Your answer should be close to 10. That worked. All right, you want to pause the video and try this one on your own. Okay, here's what you should have done. Are we swapping numerators yet? No, we are not. We're doing that after, if necessary, after we change to improper. So hopefully you got 20 over 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 times 21 over 10. Ooh, I gave you really nice numbers on this one. Hopefully you see them. So we get 21 over 3. And we get 21 over 3 and 20 over 10. 21 over 3 is the same as 7 over 1. You're dividing by 3. What goes into 20 and 10? 10. So you divide by 10, and you get 2 over 1. Now this is about as easy as it gets. 7 times 2 is?
14.
Whoever said that is a genius. 14. And 1 times 1?
1.
Good job, students. 14 over 1 is 14. And that is correct. Nice job. All right, here's 2 problems for you to practice. We'll go over these in class. Have a great night.